Hi, we're here at Missouri Bank Crossroads branch in Kansas City with Jack Wright, who is the Business Solutions and Community Development Specialist at Missouri Bank. Hi, Jack.
Hi, Michelle.
Okay, we want to talk today about business accounts. What types of accounts can a business open at a bank?
Yeah, so the type of account's gonna vary based on the size of the business typically. So you've got a small business account, which typically has some restrictions based on the number of transactions you can have or the amount that you're supposed to keep in the account, and that's going to vary based on kind of where you are in whatever stage of your business. Then there's typically another just run-of-the-mill business account that anyone would be good for and would qualify for, and that one it's going to be a conversation you're going to have with your banker. You're going to look at what your volume's like and what you're going to be using the account for.
And I understand some businesses have different types of checking accounts with different names, maybe an operating account or an expense account. Is that true?
Yes, absolutely. So at the end of the day, that's going to be a business decision that you're going to make with your business partners if you have any, or if it's just you running everything, you'll need to make that call. Typically, an operating account is used to separate out those everyday expenses that a business has. So you're paying your rent for your building, you're paying your vendors, you're purchasing inventory. That's what an operating account's going to be for. You're going to have another account that might be for a reserve or for paying taxes at the end of the year, just to make sure that you're prepared for when that happens.
And I know in my law firm we have a trust account that we have, which is for client funds that are kept segregated before they're earned. And then we have an expense account for payments of client-type related expenses that carries a minimum balance, and then the general operating account. And is a division of accounts, can it be set up for a business that different people have authority on those different accounts?
Yes, absolutely. So you can restrict your signers. It would probably need to be in your operating agreement that lists out who has access to what and who should be signers on what accounts. And you'll need to make that decision before the account is open, obviously.
And we have another video setting out the business formalities and business organization where those types of issues would be decided by the business owners. And then, is internet banking available for a business?
Yes, absolutely. So you can access your account online using your business online banking. Typically, what we'd recommend is that if you have a larger organization, you're going to want to use what's called dual control. So anytime you're using any kind of online platform to send wires, move funds, ACH, moving funds between accounts, dual control helps prevent embezzlement and fraud because it takes two people to authorize a transaction versus just one person. Something we like to say at Missouri Bank is you want at least two cooks in the kitchen. So that means two people looking at everything together and one person authorizing whatever the first person initiated.
Okay. Are there fees that apply to business bank accounts?
Yes, there are fees that apply. Those fees are caused typically by the number of transactions that are going through the account, every check you're writing, anytime that you move account funds more than a specified amount of times within a month.
Okay. And are there benefits to a business to establish a relationship with a particular bank or a banker?
Yes, absolutely. So the most important part of having a relationship is that the bank knows your business. They know when something doesn't look right, or if something seems suspicious, it's gonna stick out to them more if they know what your daily activity should look like. And then they'll call you if anything's out of the norm. And with that relationship comes other benefits, like when it's time to grow your business and pursue getting a loan, your representative is going to know you well enough that they know what's feasible, what can be done, and how can we make it work. How do you say yes instead of no?
Great. And now with all of these different components, do you have any suggestions for how people can inquire to determine which bank they should use? Absolutely.
So most importantly, you're going to want to ask your mentors, your family members who they've had good experiences with. Go out into the community. If you're going to have a business in a community, you should know the community you're servicing, right? So it's important to know what banks are doing in that community to make it a better place. And if you just got XYZ Bank on every corner, and they're not really doing anything to contribute back or give back, your community is not going to be better off, and your business isn't going to be better off.
Thanks so much, Jack. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thanks.